Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Layla Carroll herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear. So, welcome to the podcast. And today's lesson, we are in week 10, and we're going to talk about establishing healthy boundaries. That's what we're going to talk about in this whole week. So I have some extra activities for you guys to do for this week. What we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you the self-assessment that you can take to evaluate your personal boundaries. And I will give that to you, and you would do that as an assignment as well. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm doing that. First off, you need to know where you stand. Where do you stand in this situation? Do you feel that you're strong enough to set boundaries? Have you been strong enough to set your boundaries? Well, we already know that if you're in a narcissistic relationship and you haven't made plans to get out of it, then you have not set your boundaries. Because narcissists don't respect boundaries. I'm going to tell you that right now. They don't. Even if they fake it and pretend that they're trying to cooperate with you, that's short-lived. It doesn't last long. The minute that they see that they're not getting what they want from you, then their true selves will come out. Their true identity will show up again. So you're wasting your time trying to figure out what it is that you need to do to set boundaries with them. So what I'm going to be teaching you is how to set boundaries with people in the future. Like anyone that you meet, if they're potential mates, you're ready for another relationship and you feel that you're ready for another relationship, I'm going to teach you how to set those boundaries in the beginning before they even get crossed. That way you don't have to worry about allowing yourself to be subjected to any type of abuse ever again in your life. So this week, the objective for this week is to learn and maintain healthy boundaries in all relationships, not just only the relationship that you have with your significant other, but with your parents, with your siblings, co-workers, any subordinates such as your managers, the bosses, whatever. Hey, they have to be told your boundaries too. I don't care if they are your boss. They need to know there's certain things they can't do with you. There's certain homes they can't have with you. They need to understand what you are and who they are still human. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Just because they're your boss don't mean that they can treat you and say anything to you. I have witnessed people cry because of a manager said something to them and they couldn't handle the pressure. And I'm like, hold up. First off, matter of fact, I helped the young lady write a complaint, a grievance on one of the supervisors that I'm not going to say any name and nothing like that, but I will tell you, I don't play that. When it comes for me, I don't play no one crossing boundaries and crossing lines, because this young lady, when I seen her, she was crying. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's telling me what happened. And I'm like, oh no, you need to write a grievance. You need to write a complaint, because just like they can write you up, you can write them up too. I need you to know that. And she was like, really? And I'm like, yes, really, you can. Because the minute that they realize they can't treat you no any kind of way, then they will learn to respect you and still do their job, but to respect your boundaries. And there's things that they just can't say to you or cross you with. So this is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to teach you this because this is something that will help you in your future along the way with anything that you're dealing with when it comes to dealing with people. Because some people don't know that they're crossing your boundaries. They think they can talk to you any kind of way. Remember when I said in another week prior to this, I said that I don't like people calling me out of my name using the B word? Well, that's a boundary for me. You can't cross me in that way because those are fighting words to me. And I don't see it as a type of endearing type of situation. Like some people think that it's endearing to be called the B by your friend. Like that's just a form of expression. Not for me. That expression is aggressive for me. So I prefer you not to use it, not when you're directing it towards me. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So what the topics for this week is going to be the importance of boundaries. And then the techniques for setting and enforcing boundaries. I'm going to teach you some techniques on that. And also assertiveness training. I told you this once before that I was going to teach you how to be assertive, how to use it and what it is. Because some people don't even know what assertiveness is. Well, I'm going to definitely go over that with you too. And that's for day 3. Now, here's your assignment for this week. You will have to read a chapter in the book. So I'm going to show you what book you're going to read from. You're going to read from the book you've been reading from, which is Breaking the Spell, The Ultimate Escape Plan from Narcissistic Entanglements, the Black Book. You're going to read chapter 11, which is pages 150 through 164. So you're going to read in this book. All right. Now, your other assignment is going to be boundary setting workshops. Yeah, we're going to do a workshop and you're going to write down your boundaries. That's first and foremost. You're going to take a piece of paper out and you're going to write down what you feel shouldn't be crossed. Like for instance, for me, another boundary for me is people borrowing money from me. I have a boundary on that. What I do, this is my rule. You don't have to adopt this rule, but if you think it's something that you can use, then try it. By all means, you can have it too. So when it comes to people borrowing money from me, everyone who borrowed money from me know if you don't pay me back, then I just paid you to never, ever ask to borrow money from me again, because I will not lend you money anymore until you have paid me back what you owe me. And even when you pay me back what you owe me, if it had taken you so long to do so, I still paid you never to borrow money from me, because I'm still not going to give it to you, because you are not a person of your word. And not only that you're not a person of your word, I need my money just like you're asking for my money. So guess what? I won't ask you for no money. So don't ask me for no money. All right. And we will be all right. Don't ask me for any money and I won't ask you for any money. That's the way it go. So that's a boundary. How far can you go with me? And also I have another thing when it comes to lending people money. I never lend out what I cannot afford. So basically what I mean by that, if I feel that me giving you this money is going to hurt me because I actually need it, I'm not giving it to you. Because I need it just as bad as you claiming that you need to borrow it from me. So I'm not giving you something that I actually need. So basically, if I can't just give it away and then forget all about it and act like it never ever reached my bank account or my hands, then I won't lend it. So that way you and I can stay friends and we can stay family members, because I will cut you off. And you ain't got to worry about asking me for no money no more. That's just the bottom line. But that's how it goes. So I make it a point to not borrow money from people. And if I ever have to, I know for a fact I'm going to pay you back. And I'm putting that in my budget, because I have a monthly budget. So I will write in my budget, this is what I need to do. I need to pay so and so back, and I will make sure that they get that money because you already included, just like my light bill and my phone bill, my card note, I included you in that too. That's how I keep from having a problem. But most of the time, I just won't ask you in the first place. So it's just what it is. Now, that's something that you're going to do. Once you write down your boundaries, you're going to go over them. And what you're going to do is you're going to role play healthy boundary scenarios. And I'm going to teach you some healthy boundary scenarios. That's what the assertiveness training is going to be about. I'm going to teach you that. We'll talk about that in a later video. But what you're going to do this week, though, you're going to find someone that you trust, a trusted friend, and you're going to role play with them. You're going to have them say certain things to cross the boundaries that you have, or try to reenact things to cross the boundaries that you have written. And you're going to come up with a way to be able to address that issue without it making you feel uncomfortable and bringing out the aggression in them to lash out at you. We will go over these assertive training, these assertiveness training. I'm going to show you this in day 3. So you will be able to get an opportunity to know how to do this exercise, okay? It's very important because when you practice with someone, you get the opportunity to see your weakness, and then they can go over some critiquing with you and say, hey, I see that you was shaking when you was saying your words. Why are you shaking? What is it that got you shaking like that? Can we talk about that? And if you can't do that with a trusted friend, then that's why you're able to do that with me. That's the reason for you being able to book a one-on-one session with me, and we can go over assertive training together and go back and forth with the scenarios, and then I can help you in being able to express yourself without you feeling like you're over-expressing or you feeling like you're not being heard. All right. So another assignment. So basically you have 5 assignments in this week. I know you probably wondering why more. Well, the deeper we get into this, the more you're going to have to do, because you're getting close to the end of this course. You need to know what you're doing, how you're doing it. And the beautiful part about this course, you can take this course over again for free. It's yours. You get to keep this course for the rest of your life if you choose to. If you say, well, I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep the course if you no longer are coaching or something happened to you. Well, I have also posted these videos on YouTube, so you can go there and look at it on there as well. So let's see what else we got here. So we have assertive self-assessment. You will be taking the self-assessment evaluation personal boundary. So you're going to fill it out and you're going to keep it for your records. The reason why I want you to fill it out and keep it for your records, because when time passes, let's say 5-6 years from now, you look at it again, you will see how far you have came, or if you are falling back into your old self again. You'll be able to see where you're making these mistakes at, especially if someone come to you and they say, hey, can I borrow your car? And you hand over your keys knowing that they're not on your insurance, and also that they're not going to treat your car the way you treat your car, your vehicle. Then you will see where you are still in the same scenarios of that you always been in. You'll see that you haven't grown. But if you be like, no, I don't lend my car out to anyone. Let's say you're the type of person that used to lend your car out. I personally was that person. I used to lend my car out. I don't do it anymore after my dad drove in flood water and flooded my engine and totally towed out my car. That car was paid for. I had just finished paying it off. I'm telling you, I went through some things. That car was just paid for. I was finally in a position where I can keep my money to myself and not have to pay a car note. I was so destroyed because I kept replaying the scenario over and over in my mind, saying to myself, if I wouldn't let him use my car, I wouldn't have to be out here getting another car. And yeah, I got another car, but I shouldn't have to, He paid me $800. That was what he was able to afford to give me. But the car engine costs way more than that to get rebuilt or to put a new engine into that car or even to get another car. I had to spend over $3,000 just to put down on a car note, on a down payment, just to get the car that I got now. So I was really upset, and I told myself, I don't care who the person is. No one is borrowing my car ever again. If I'm not taking you there, you're not getting it through my car. That's just the way it's going to go. So you have to learn the assertiveness of how to let them know. Never ask me this again, or I will not allow you to do this and that to me again. So I will teach you assertive training. So definitely do that evaluation, and you will know where you are and what you need improvement on, what you need to work on. And then after you have written down your boundaries, okay, you're going to say them daily to yourself so you will remember them and become comfortable with them. It will help you to enforce them with others and to keep them from crossing you ever again. That's the reason why you're going to repeat your boundaries to yourself every day, reread them every day. The best thing you can do is when you getting dressed is speaking your boundaries out loud. I'm not letting no one borrow my car. I'm not lending money out to no one. If they ask me, I'm going to tell them no. I'm not even going to feel bad about why they need the money. Hey, I need my money too. You will be saying these things to yourself until eventually you will find people not asking you for the things that they used to take advantage of you with. You will find that they are no longer able to take advantage of you because they realize that you're not the same anymore, and they will stop taking advantage of you. So that is today for your week assignment, week 10. And we're going to go ahead and get into today's lesson, day 1, week 10, which is the importance of boundaries. Why boundaries are important, okay? Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, regain control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com, at imagingcoaching.com.